right around 70 or so, give or take a degree or two across the valley under just partly cloudy skies. 69 Brownsville and Port Isabel, 67 Harlingen and Raymondville. A little warmer as you move off to the west. Overnight tonight under mainly clear skies early. Some clouds show up later on. We're in the 60s for lows, so it doesn't drop much more from where we are right now. Then tomorrow back in the 80s again. Maybe a bump up of 1 or 2 from today, but that's about it. Still a pretty comfortable day across the region. Let's take a look at the next 3 days, and the normal high is 83. Tomorrow we're going to 84, then we're going to 86 on Saturday. And then look at the drop on Sunday. 55, I think, is a late in the day temperature. It's going to take all day to get there. Most of the day kind of slowly falls through the 60s and eventually ends up in the 50s by the time you get to the end of the day on Sunday. Here's a look at your satellite radar. Not much tonight. We did have a couple of showers go by up in Zapata County, working their way across Jim Hogg County as well. But they're all north of us, and for the most part tonight, it's just a quiet night. Then tomorrow, it's a mix of clouds and sun. Like today, you end up with some sunshine in the afternoon especially. Saturday about the same kind of thing. It starts off pretty nice and we end up with partly sunny skies by afternoon. Temperatures warm up, and then you go to Saturday night. Here comes our cool front moving in after midnight sometime. It goes through, and then look how the rain just fills in behind it. And this is like periods of rain, not misty drizzle. This is the real thing. We could see up to an inch of rain, I think, in parts of the valley, and look to the south of it. It's showing even heavier stuff. The yellow indicates heavier rain. So I think it's with us through most of the day on Sunday, perhaps even into the early morning hours of Monday before it fades away. And then I think it will pretty much fade away then for most of the rest of next week. So if anything happens on Saturday, it'd be late. I mean, after dark probably, about a 20% probability, but Sunday, a 90% chance of rain. Across the rest of Texas, it's 70, all the way up in Abilene and Dallas right now, 53 in Dalhart, 67 in San Antonio. Again, a little bit of a disturbance coming across tonight, triggering some showers just to the north. I don't think we see anything here, but if you wake up to a wet sidewalk, that's why this little disturbance triggering that stuff, but nothing major. Front moves southward. There it comes, slowly but surely. Saturday begins to really push hard, and then Saturday night, Sunday morning, it comes through, and notice how everything turns green in South Texas. First on the weather map, and then the grass turns green and stays green for a while. Chilly air moves in, and then it's just a question of how long it takes to get the sun back here. I think by certainly the beginning of Tuesday at the very latest. Southeast winds at the coast 10 to 20. The bay has choppy waters. UV is extreme. Small craft operators urged to use caution. There's a moderate risk of rip currents there or the tides. So your first 1-5 AccuWeather the forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy early, then more clouds later, a low of 65. Then tomorrow back up to 84. Partly sunny, breezy, southeast winds 15 to 25. 84, 86, and then we drop it into the upper 50s on Sunday. Again, by the end of the day, it'll probably be even cooler than that, but it's just going to gradually fall through the 60s into the 50s. We bounce back to 63 on Monday. A little drizzle early. For the most part, we start to dry it out. And then middle of the week, partly sunny, an isolated shower can't be ruled out. That is your updated First 1-5 AccuWeather forecast. Hey, Joel.